What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching part 4 of this little mini series that I'm doing with regards to, of course, this crazy and wild rumor, or at least this report. I don't want to call it a rumor anymore because it's actually a report that Michael Bay is coming back to direct another Transformers film. Let me show you the actual headline, okay? This is from Screen Rant. Okay, Michael Bay, 60, as in 60 years of age, he's 60 years old, reportedly returning for a new Transformers movie 8 years after $605 million disappointment. And by that, he means, of course, Transformers Last Night. This was definitely not on my bingo card. Last Friday, when it was reported, a lot of people were telling me, like, sending messages, DMs to me saying that, Alex, we are so back. We are back. Like, did you see the news? Like, all this crazy stuff. Well, I didn't want to talk about it too much until I just, tried to wrap my head around and put my thoughts together about what is really happening here. He reportedly wants to direct another Transformers film. This tweet from Culture Grave says Michael Bay is reportedly developing a new Transformers film. He wants to direct it. Well, of course he does. He has a lot of fun directing these films. They're big films. They're not easy to direct, but I think that he has the most fun because of all the toys that Hasbro and Paramount allows him to play with, and by that I'm talking about allowing him to do these monstrous, gargantuan set pieces. All these sporty, these race cars, all this military hardware that the U.S. military provides him with. That if I can be in his shoes, I would imagine that directing Transformers films in the franchise is basically the highlight of his career because they're just such big movies, right? So of course he wants to direct it because what has he worked on before? After Transformers Last Night, okay, he directed Six Underground back in 2019 for Netflix, which I thought was is okay at best. I thought it was pretty bad actually. But then he directed the highest rated film on Rotten Tomatoes of his career, and that was Ambulance. I thought that was a great film. I thought that was right up there with The Rock. The Rock is better, but I think Ambulance is a really, really great film. Unfortunately, nobody went to watch it. It had a very, very low box office take worldwide. You'd expect a movie like that to generate a lot more money, especially since it's such a great movie and a great story, but yeah, it didn't happen. So what he's been doing, between then and now, just producing a lot of movies. He's obviously produced for other Transformers films, the Purge series, the Quiet One, A Quiet Place series. He's produced a lot of stuff, but he hasn't been back in the director's chairs since 2022. And like I said before, it was a very great movie, but box office disappointment. So what will bring back, the peak Michael Bay? Transformers film, of course. And he says according to a report, he wants to direct it. Now, obviously, this is a huge, huge surprise to me. If this really does happen, I think it's going to be big. And by that, I think a lot of fans will return. We don't know what story they want to do. If let's just say this is actually happening, we don't know what kind of story it's going to be. Is it going to be the continuation of Transformers Last Night? That's a really good question. A lot of fans want that. As much as they dislike Transformers Last Night and thought it's very bad because it is, they still don't like cliffhangers. And the fact that, come on, you teased Unicron, but you didn't even bring him back. Come on, you gotta at least finish that story. That's what a lot of the fans been pushing for. I think if he really does do that, then that's gonna be something very, very extraordinary. Both as a Transformers film, I don't know about the quality of storytelling, but at least for Transformers fans, that's gonna be something that they want to see. They will want to see. Okay. Now, should he decide to do something entirely different with an entirely new human cast, entirely new robots, of course, Bumblebee and Optimus Prime are going to be there, but should he decide to do something different, I think that's also something very special, but it'll disappoint a lot of the fans who wanted to see the Unicron, the continuation of the Unicron story at the end of Transformers Last Night. So, what's it going to be? Who knows? But he wants to direct that, but let's just say that the Unicron story is still on the cards, just because, well, that was his that was his ending movie. That's how he decided to end it, right? But I don't know. It could be one or the other. It could be the rise of Unicron, or it could be something entirely different. And he just thinks to himself, I had a great time directing Transformers. I've been dreaming up ideas, set pieces, sequences, action sequences that I want to put on film. I want to put on the screen, and this is what I want to do. Okay, and typical Michael Bay fashion, gets a bunch of cars from car companies that send it to him, and then let's see what we can do with this, and then consult Hasbro. Which car could this be? Which tank could this be? Because of course he doesn't know. Okay, now now that could be happening. Now this is the crazy. Now this is something that I'm equally as interested in, and that is, let's check out this other report here. Okay. Rumor. Josh Cooley to direct live-action Transformers film plus 5 projects in development. Whoa. Okay, slow it down. Like, let's back it up. Okay. First of all, 5 projects in development. Okay. So the Michael Bay film, the Josh Cooley film that I just talked about, G.I. Joe Transformers, which I don't even know if it's even happening, and then 2 other mystery Transformers films. Okay. Who knows what those will be? Could be like an Optimus solo story, whatever. But I want to talk about Josh Cooley directing a Transformers live action film. Now that is something I'm super excited about because, well, first of all, I love it when they bring new directors on board because I like to see their new vision. I've seen the Michael Bay thing like 5 times already, and they're just bigger, but they're not necessarily greater. They're just bigger, okay? But you know what Josh Cooley did with Transformers 1, the great thing about that was the story and the characters. We got somebody who not only understands a good story and how to develop characters, but also who understands Transformers, who knows Transformers, okay, and understands animation. So taking those skill sets, if you will, putting it into live action, I think that in his mind he was thinking, I got a story to tell. I really have a story to tell, and I want to continue Transformers 1, but Paramount said that, I'm sorry, we're not having it just because look at the box office. I mean, you did a great job, but that's a huge gamble for Transformers 2, because the probability of that being successful is like very, very, very low, unfortunately. Okay, at least that's what Paramount feels. Now, on the other hand, okay, we haven't seen what he can do in live action. Okay, so I feel like Josh Cooley proving himself with Transformers 1 and transitioning into live action, I think that's something that like we can get in the same quality as Bumblebee. Okay. And I say that because Bumblebee was nostalgic. We got the Cybertron scenes, and we got some really great storytelling and some really great action in that. I think that Josh Cooley could really put something great together. And this is something I really, really want to see. I think I want to see his live action film more than I want to see Michael Bay's new Transformers film. I mean, obviously I want to see them both. Like I really, really, really want to watch them both. But I really want to. I'm curious to see what a director like Josh Cooley can do in a live-action Transformers universe. Now, okay, it says Transformers 1 director Josh Cooley has reportedly signed a deal to direct a live-action Transformers film. Now, I feel that between the two of them, the Michael Bay's Transformers film and Josh Cooley's Transformers film, I think Josh Cooley would be the one to get his film first released before a Michael Bay film. Those Michael Bay films are crazy big, and he's always got to do it big. He's not going to do a small Transformers film. He's just not, okay? I mean, if he's going to do a small one, he's just not going to do it at all. He's going to do it big, like freaking aircraft carriers and whatever, right? But I think Josh Cooley directing a live-action Transformers film, it's going to be like more, a little bit more contained and something that is going to be a little bit safer, and he's going to use his qualities on not just crafting some great set pieces for the action, but also, most importantly, developing the stories and the characters and really making us really care about this, what's really happening on the screen. So that is super exciting. Am I excited about it? Of course I'm excited about it. Is this really going to happen? Time will tell. And if this is going to happen, I think we're going to get an official announcement closer to the end of the year. Okay, closer to the end of the year. But I think we're going to get some announcement officially from Paramount this year. and then they're gonna move into development probably next year. But if they start development next year, and I'm talking about early stage of development, we're talking about, so next year 2026, we probably won't see in the film for 2028. Okay, so you know that could be like a while from now, 2028, 2029, but 2028 at the earliest. Anyways, I'm excited about what do you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. I don't know what I'm going to talk about next in the next video, if at all, but we'll wait and see what the next announcement will be, okay? Or rumor, okay? My name's Alex. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.